Greetings. This is K8BF and my name is Brandon. I'd like to welcome you to the Portage County Amateur Radio Service Thursday night 2-meter net here on the K8IV repeater. I'll be using the club call tonight, K8BF, for the net. This repeater system also accepts inputs from Echolink. I'll be asking for check-ins from around the corner to around the world here on the Kent repeater. This repeater receiver is located in Sugarbush Knolls using a PL tone of 118.8, plus Echolink through the K8BF-L Echolink node. I'll be your net control operator this evening. As always, if you have any emergency or priority traffic, you may break into this net at any time. This is a directed net, and all calls will go through net control. You don't have to be a member of PCARS to check in and say hello. Everyone is welcome. PCARS meets the second Monday of each month at 7 p.m. The monthly meeting is held at the American Legion Post 496 in Kent. The post is located at 1945 Mogador Road. We look forward to seeing you there. The PCARS website is located at www.portcars.org. You can find out about more information about PCARS on the website. PCARS also has a number of special interest groups that meet at the club site every Tuesday in Ravenna. Check out the latest award-winning newsletter on the club website for all the information on these and other PCARS activities. During this net, I'll take pauses when asking for Echolink check-ins since they have a slight delay in audio. When you check in, please give me your call sign, name, and location. I'll acknowledge each call sign as I get them. Please be aware that the repeater system has a 4-minute timeout and Echolink has a 60-second timeout. All right, first, I'm going to take Echolink check-ins and Echolink only. I don't have Echolink pulled up, but maybe Bob or Karen are in from Uniontown.
Just going to do an in and out. Good evening, Brandon.
All right, very good to have you here. Appreciate you doing an in and out. Is anybody else on Echolink who would like to check in? Please call K8BF now.
Hi, this is Karen, WD8BIW in Uniontown. I just really wanted to tell everybody I really enjoyed the meeting Monday night, and I really liked the social time that we had. I thought that worked out really well, and I look forward to doing something like that again. I thought everybody enjoyed it. It was a very, very good idea, and back to the net.
WD8BIW, well, thanks for checking in. I'm glad you had fun at the club meeting on Monday night and hanging out with everybody. All right, I'm going to call for more check-ins. Anybody else on Echolink who would like to check in?
K8BF, here is WB2RPW. Gary in Eatontown, New Jersey, Brandon. And how's the cat? And a very good evening to everybody on the net.
WB2RPW, Gary, I've got you in the log. Cat's doing well. He caught himself a mouse earlier this week. He was feeling very smug about it. And, yeah, seems to be back to his old self. Why don't you go ahead with comments?
WB2RPW. Yeah, not much going on. Finishing up physical therapy, which has been going on for 12 weeks for my knee, and not much else is new. And then got to get a couple resistance bands to do therapy at home. So we'll continue to do physical therapy at home. but we've been okay. And then did California QSO party, and then we're going to do the ARRL sweepstakes in a couple weeks, on CW-wise anyway. So we're going to do that radio-wise. So that's what's going on. K8BF WB2RPW.
WB2RPW K8BF. Well, thanks for checking in, Gary. It's good to hear from you. We always enjoy hearing what's going on over there in New Jersey, and always appreciate you participating in the contest. All right, I'm going to move down the list here and see if we have anybody else on Echolink who would like to check in. Please call K8BF now.
Last one, Brandon, WB2RPW.
All right, Gary, I appreciate that. All right, well, we will now, I'm going to open up for RF check-ins who have announcements for the club or news or anything that's going on. Please call K8BF now. All right, big old pause there, not hearing anything. All right, I'm going to open up the net for general RF check-ins. If you'd like to check into the net tonight, please call K8BF now. All right, this is the Portage County Amateur Radio Service Thursday night 2-meter net. I'm looking for check-ins. If you'd like to join us, please call K8BF now.
K8BF, WB8LCD, Tom in Sugarbush Knolls.
WB8LCD, I've got you in here from Sugarbush Knolls tonight, Tom. All right, who wants to check in next?
K8BF, this is Steve in Kent. 12 Ken in Ravenna.
All right, I had a little bit of a double there. Ken, I think you were stepped on by Steve. I think it was a KD9. Steve, can you come back with your call sign?
Yeah, apologies. This is Steve in Kent, KD9ZDY.
All right, I've got that KD9ZDY, Steve from Kent. And then I've got Ken. Why don't you come back with your call and location for me, Ken? I know where you live, but it'll be more fun this way.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So, Kilo Delta 8, Oscar Bravo Alpha. I'm down here in Ravenna.
All right, KD8OBA, Ken in Ravenna. I've got you in the log. Let's take a couple more. If you'd like to check in, please call K8BF now.
K8IV, Ed in Sugarbush Knolls, in and out.
All right, Ed, it's good to hear you from Sugarbush Knolls. I appreciate it. I've got you in here as in and out. Let's take one more. All right, I'm not hearing anything. Let's go back up to WB8LCD. Tom, good to hear you on the net tonight. What do you have?
K8BF in the net, this is WB8LCD. Hey, good evening to everybody. And as you know, my wife's away on a cruise, so K8IV stopped over, and we're just doing a couple of radio things and having dinner here tonight, and yucking it up over days gone by. And that's about it. So, 73 and back to net, WB8LCD.
WB8LCD, K8BF. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to stop by tonight, Tom. And you and Ed stay out of trouble. I know what, quote-unquote, playing with radio stuff means. So, anyway, enjoy yourselves. I'm glad you got some company over there. We're going to clear with you. We're going to go down to KD9ZDY. Steve, thanks for joining us on the net tonight. What do you have for us?
Oh, just finishing up work here. Unfortunately, watching the Guardians game. Hopefully they can pull it out in the 9s, but it doesn't look too good. As far as radio, it was good to see everybody at the club meeting at the Legion Hall and at the SIG on Tuesday night. I might pull some of my antenna stuff out of the closet and see what all I have. I might think about making a 10-meter simple antenna at some point, so just kind of rummage through some of my ham stuff and look into doing that for something to do over the weekend. Other than that, not too much, so I'll send it back to Net. Thank you.
KD9ZDY, K8BF. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Steve. Sounds like you're having fun doing amateur radio, and look forward to catching up with you at one of the SIGs. All right, we're going to clear with you. We're going to go down and say hello to KD8OBA, Ken from the Ravenna. Good evening.
Oh, good. Hooked up my Icon 5100 there, so I got the 300 or the 200 and the 5100 up here. So I'm just kind of tinkering around. Other than that, there's not much else going on there. Helped Carl W8KFW a little bit there this morning with an antenna he built, and I come home and I started working on a couple of projects that I got down here, and I should have them finished up. I'm taking my time with this one, so anyway, I'll turn it back over to you and the Net. Hope everybody has a good and everybody take care. KD8OBA, back to Net.
KD8OBA, K8BF. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Ken. It sounds like you and Carl are having a lot of fun doing radio stuff. I think just before the meeting here, I saw an APRS packet from Carl, and it said he was on a walk, and I didn't have time before the Net to reply to him, but I was going to. Anyhow, that was kind of neat. All right, Ed was in and out, so let me take a moment here and identify the Net. This is the Portage County Amateur Radio Service Thursday night 2-meter Net. I'm using the club call tonight, K8BF, and I am looking for check-ins. If you'd like to join us, please call K8BF now.
Whiskey 8 Kilowatt Foxtrot Whiskey, Carl, Ravenna Township.
There he is, Whiskey 8 Kilo Foxtrot Whiskey. I've got you in from Ravenna, Carl. Who'd like to check in next?
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Alpha Delta Quebec, Joe in Brimfield Township.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Alpha Delta Quebec. I think I've got that right. Joe in Brimfield. If I don't have that right, can you correct me?
You have that correct.
All right, perfect. I'm still looking for more check-ins. If you'd like to join the Net, please call K8BF now.
Good evening. This is Whiskey Alpha 8, Uniform Whiskey Victor, Doug in Talmadge.
There he is, Whiskey Alpha 8, Uniform Whiskey Victor. Doug, I've got you checked in from Talmadge. Let's go ahead and take one more check-in. If you'd like to join us, please call K8BF now. All right, everybody's being shy tonight. Let's go back up and chat with W8KFW. Carl, good to hear you on the Net tonight. What have you been up to?
Oh, about 20 minutes ago, just came home from church. We had our Thursday night practice for Sunday, played some new songs, and boy, I'm looking forward for Sunday. We're going to have a blast. But anyways, on top of that, this coming Friday, or tomorrow, over at the church, we are having a senior luncheon. And if anybody's hungry, wants something to eat, we're having a soup cook-off. And right now, as we speak, I'm making a large pot of chili. So anybody should come. And that's over there at on Summit Avenue, Christian Life Center. But that's about it over here, and I got that's enough.
W8KFW, K8BF. All right, well, it sounds like things are going well over there at the church. You did chop out a little bit at the end, but I think we heard just about everything. So I hope if folks are interested, they can make it over there and enjoy some soups and chilies. It sounds like a lot of fun. Joe, I just deleted your call sign because I typed in the wrong box, but I believe it's KF8ADQ, and it's over to you.
This is KF8ADQ, Joe. Not a whole lot going on here. Normal work stuff. It involves my local marching band. They made state. So in 2 weeks we'll be heading down to Columbus for the local marching band to compete. I'm excited for them. Not excited for riding a school bus down to Columbus. In a little old car, but you know, things you do as a parent. Other than that, I'm just doing radio stuff and continuing to learn more digital modes, dipping my feet into several other digital modes and kind of having fun with that. And so I'll just say KF8ADQ, back to net.
KF8ADQ, K8BF. Well, I appreciate you joining us tonight, Joe. It's good to have you on the net. And I saw in the group's email that you were doing some stuff with Vera FM. I went out this weekend and I purchased a cable so that I can do a similar thing with my 2-meter, 70-centimeter rig. And I'm looking forward to giving it a shot. Maybe we can do simplex. We'll do like Vera Chat or something like that. I don't know if they do that on 2 meters and 70 centimeters, but I'm almost certain that they do. All right, we're going to clear with you. Let's go down to WA8UWV. Doug, welcome from Talmadge. How are things going tonight?
Oh, thank you, Brandon. KBF, WA8UWV. Oh, pretty good. We've been invaded by hornets. They somehow get into our bathroom in the basement through the windows somehow. You know, the windows aren't really open to them. They manage to squeak through the smallest opening. So we got professionals coming out tomorrow to take care of them. We've been trying to squish them and spray them and whatever, but to no avail. They keep coming back. Hopefully the professionals can get rid of them. Anyway, that's what we've been up to. Squishing hornets. Anyway, back to that. Everybody have a good evening. K8BF, WA8UWV.
WA8UWV, K8BF. Well, thank you for joining us tonight, Doug. It's good to have you on the net. And squishing hornets is, I don't know, fun. That might not be the right word. As long as you're not getting stung and you're ahead in the game, you know, you're doing all right. But it's never a good thing when they start getting in the house, I'll tell you. Alrighty, well that brings me to the bottom of my list. I'm going to take a second here and identify the net one more time. This is the Portage County Amateur Radio Service Thursday night 2-meter net. This is K8BF, and I am looking for check-ins. If you'd like to join us, please call K8BF now.
QE, Bob in Talmadge.
All right, there you are. NAQE Bob, I've got you in from Talmadge. Who would like to check in next? All right, kind of seeming like a slow net tonight. That's all right. We're going to drum some more people up. I'm going to go back up to you, Bob. NAQE, thanks for joining us tonight. What do you have for the net?
Yeah, good evening to you, Brandon, and everybody else on the net tonight. Not a whole lot. Enjoyed the meeting on Monday. That was a different meeting. We haven't had one quite like that for a long time. So that was an enjoyable meeting. Other than that, I don't really have anything else. Back to you, Brandon.
NAQE, K8BF. Well, thanks for taking a second to stop in and say hello, Bob. Glad you had a good time at the meeting on Monday. And I need to make it to a few more meetings. I've been really, really busy lately. And, today I didn't think about this. Rick asked me if I wanted to run the net, and I said, sure. And I had a work done on my mouth, and I'm feeling it, and it's difficult to talk right now. But anyway, I'm at the bottom of the list again, and I'm going to look for some more check-ins. So if you'd like to join us tonight, please call K8BF now. All right, not hearing a whole lot. I am going to go over here to the calendar, and I'm going to take a look at and see if we have some announcements. We do have, let's see, on the 19th, that's this Saturday, there is Jamborees on the air, I believe is what that is, and the PCARS Park Petition overnight. Looks like it got canceled, though. I don't know the current status of that. And then coming up on Tuesday, there's the DX contesting SIG. And then the next Thursday, we do have Net Night at the club site. So we're looking forward to that. And I know Ethan will be excited to go there. He's like, hey, Dad, is it Net Night at the club site? And I always say, oh, you know what? It is. And then we either make it over there or, or we don't. Anyway, the following Friday, the 25th, radiogram inputs are due. So if you have an article or if you've written something up and you'd like to get it in there, I know JC would appreciate it, and we all enjoy reading that stuff, so get it over to him. All right, so I'm going to do another round of check-ins and see if I can drum up anybody else. If you'd like to join us on the net tonight, please call K8BF now.
KFW with a recheck.
W8KFW, K8BF. Go ahead with your recheck, Carl.
On Tuesday, we were making a 10-meter J-pole antenna at the club site, and a couple of the other operators that were there wanted to know if I got it up and running today, and I did. And I made a contact over into Italy, and man, that thing was working really well out to the west. I was all over the western part of the United States, and I made my first contact on Hawaii. And they heard me over in Australia, but they didn't come back to me. But anyway, yeah, the antenna works really good. And with that, back to Nick.
All right, Carl. Well, that is excellent. I'm glad to hear that antenna is working for you. The J-pole build, I think, is pretty straightforward. I'm glad to hear you guys are putting that stuff together and getting it on the air. That sounds like a lot of fun. And, you have to be patient with the Australians. I think that those guys they just go at a different pace. And, boy, I'll tell you, they do take a bit of work to get in the log. I'll tell you that. All right, I'm at the bottom of the list. I'm going to take a second here. This is the Portage County Amateur Radio Service Thursday night 2-meter net. And I am looking for check-ins. If you'd like to join us tonight, please call K8BF now. All right, I'm not hearing anything. I'm going to take a moment here, and I'm going to close the net. I'd like to take a moment here and thank everyone for taking time to check in and join us. Your participation is very much appreciated. PCARS would especially like to thank K8IV, who is here tonight. Good to hear you on the air tonight, Ed, for allowing us to use the repeater for the PCARS net. I'll now turn the repeater back to regular amateur use. 73 to everyone. Hope to hear you again soon. K8BF is clear and KE8ARB is clear.